Hello students, good afternoon everyone. How are you students? Good afternoon. So student, before starting today's lecture, just please let me know quickly in the chat box. My voice is clear or not, the screen is visible or not. Just let me know quickly, everyone, so that we can start with today's lecture. Everyone, let me know. How are you? How are you students? Fine? Okay. So student, in the last class, what we discussed? Tell me. In the last class, we were discussing about the angle between two lines, right? Angle between two lines, and then we discuss about the family of line, right? So those things we have already discussed, right? So students, in today's class, what we are going to see is image of a point in a line, image of a point in a line, angle bisector, equation of angle bisector, and then we will see the parametric form of straight line. Okay, clear? So this is the agenda for today's class, so let's get into it. Okay, so student, as you know, in the last class, we were discussing about the family of straight line, right? And we said that any line passes through the point of intersection of A, L1 and L2 can be written as L1 plus lambda times L2 equal to 0, right? And then we did solve some questions on some different scenario. We were getting the different value of lambda, right? And then in the type 2, we discussed that if L1 plus lambda L2 is equal to 0, then it means it is a line which always passes through a fixed point, and that fixed point will be the point of intersection of L1 and L2, right? So now we will going to use these things, okay, in today's class. So now, image of a point in a line. Okay, what does this mean by this image of a point in a line? So let's say this is a line, this is a line L ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Okay, and I need to find the image of point P, which is x1 comma y1. Okay, so as you know, if I want the image of point P, so image of P will be at the equal distance on the opposite side of the line, right? Yes or no? And let's call the image is x comma y. This point is x comma y. Okay, and since it is an image and this is a equidistance, so it means the M point will be the midpoint of the P and Q. Okay, M point would be the, so Q point Q kya? Q is the image of point P, right? And the PQ, since it is an image, so you can easily able to see that the PQ will be perpendicular on my line AB. Yes or no? Image बिल्कुल सीधे होती है. Yes or no? In the perpendicular direction, right? So PQ is perpendicular on line L, which is AX plus BY plus C is equal to 0. Yes or no? And so it is perpendicular. Clear? So far clear? So as it is perpendicular, so tell me student, what is the slope of line L? Minus time coefficient of x upon coefficient of y minus a by b. So it implies, what is the slope of line PQ? Slope of line PQ would be PQ and line L are perpendicular. So it means M1 M2 equal to -1. So slope of PQ कितना होगा? -1 upon slope of ML, right? So which is B by A. Yes or no? Right? So student, so equation of PQ कितना आ जाएगा फिर? You know the point x1 y1, slope भी पता है, तो इक्वेशन निकालनी आ सकती है पॉइंट स्लोप फॉर्म. Y minus y1 is equal to slope x minus x1, right? So it is nothing but ay minus ay1 is equal to bx minus bx1, right? Is this clear? So bx minus ay plus ay1 minus bx1 is equal to 0. This is the line PQ. Is this clear, students? So far clear? So student, if tell me, if I solve my line, let's say call this equation 1 and equation 2. Okay, if I solve my line L and line PQ, then I will get the point M. Yes or no? Point M is the point of intersection of L and PQ line, right? So Now I'm not solving it, okay? I'm just telling you now. So on solving PQ and L, we get point M, right? So point M आ जाएगा on solving, right? Solve तो कर ही सकते हैं ना? Just multiply our line L with A and multiply line PQ with B and then add it. You will be able to see this. Clear? Okay. If it is clear, so on solving PQ and L will get point M, and since Q is image of point P, it implies M is midpoint. M is midpoint of PQ. Clear? M is midpoint of PQ. So now using the midpoint theorem, we will able to get the Q. Yes or no? So what is Q then? Let's say, right? So on using midpoint theorem, we will be able to get the Q. So let's say the coordinate of M is nothing but xm, ym. So x1 plus xq by 2 will give me x coordinate of M, and y1 plus yq by 2 will give me the y coordinate of M. So from here we can get the Q. Now get Q. Clear? Students, is this clear? So this is the procedure we use if we have to find the image of any point on a given line. What you do is, if it is an image, then the line joining the image and the given point will be the perpendicular on my given line. So from the given line, get the slope, and the negative reciprocal of my line, or negative reciprocal of the slope of given line, right, will give me the slope of my required line. So point pata hai, slope pata hai, so we will be able to easily get the line. So solve the PQ and B line L to get my point M, right? Now Q M point is the equidistance from P and Q, means M is the midpoint of PQ, right? So using the midpoint formula, midpoint theorem, we can get the coordinate of Q. Is this clear? Tell me quickly in the chat box. Everyone, please tell me quickly in the chat box. Is this clear or not? Is this clear? Okay, very good, very good, very good. Okay. So student, on solving this, when we solve these things, so we get directly a formula. So that formula we will be using. Okay. It's better to remember the formula, but you should always remember the procedure that we did to get the image of point P. Okay. So what is the formula? Formula is this. Okay, this is the formula. So let's say image of a point x1 y1 about the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is given as x minus x1 upon a is equal to y minus y1 upon b is equal to minus 2 times of point, put the point in line ax1 plus by1 plus c upon a square plus b square. From here the x and y will give me the image of point Q. Image of point Q. Is this clear, students? Is this clear? What is this? देखो, ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Point x1 comma y1 is given. I need the slope. I need the image of point P about line L. So x minus x1 by a, y minus y1 by b. Now minus 2 times of, put the point P in my line L, ax1 plus by1 plus c upon a square plus b square. Is this clear? Is this clear? And similarly, if you want the coordinate of point P, point M, what is M? M is nothing the foot of perpendicular of point P on line AB. Yes or no? Foot of perpendicular from point P, which is x1 comma y1, about the line ax plus by plus c, right? Is this clear? So foot of perpendicular क्या है? Point M. Image क्या है? Point Q. Point Q. So how you will get? Just instead of 2, just omit this 2. Okay. x minus x1 upon a is equal to y minus y1 upon b is equal to minus tan ax1 plus by1 plus c upon a square plus b square. So this is the only difference of 2 here. If you put the 2, then you get the image. If you remove the 2, then you get the foot of perpendicular. Is this clear, student? The formula is important. It's better that you should remember the formula, because in some time in the question they directly ask you the find the foot of perpendicular or find the equation of find the image of a point. So if you know the formula, then it's good. Okay, is this clear, everyone? The formula is clear. Is this clear? Formula is clear or not? Any doubt so far, students? Any doubt? Okay, so now let's solve one question on it. So this question I will be solving using both methods. First we'll use the our theory, that how we get the formula, right? And then directly I will apply the formula in method 2. Okay, let's see. Question is saying that find the image of point P in line x plus 4y plus 3 is equal to 0. This is point P 1, 2. Clear? So if I have to find the image of this point, let's say this point is Q. Clear? Clear? And let's say this is perpendicular and this is point M. So slope, let's say slope of line L, this is, let's call this slope M, which is minus 1 by 4. Yes or no? Slope of line L is minus 1 by 4. Clear? So slope of line PQ कितना हो जाएगा? Minus times 1 upon M, which is 4. Clear? So equation of PQ is point पता है, slope पता है, y minus y1 is equal to slope x minus x1. So it is nothing but 4x minus y minus 2 is equal to 0. Is this clear or not, student? So far clear? So this is the equation of PQ. Okay, this is the equation of PQ, right? Okay, so now I need solve. Let's call this equation 1 and let's call this equation 2. So solve equation 1 and 2 to get point M. Solve करो. कैसे solve करेंगे? Just multiply my equation 2 with 1. Okay, what I'm doing is equation 1 plus 2 times equation 2. This is I'm doing. So equation 1 is x plus 4y plus 3 is equal to 0. Multiply 4 with equation 2. 16x minus 4y minus 8 is equal to 0. Add this. So 17x minus 5 is equal to 0. What is x? 5 upon 17. Is this clear? X is 5 upon 17. Clear? So now put x is equal to 5 upon 17 in equation 1 to get y. डाल दो equation 1 में x को 5 by 17. What you will get? 5 by 17 plus 4y plus 3 is equal to 0. Is this clear? Clear? 5 by 17 plus 4y plus 3 is equal to 0. So what is 4y? 4y is nothing but 51 plus 5, 56. So minus 56 upon 17. So y कितना आ गया? Minus 14 upon 7. Y is minus 14 upon 7. Right? So what is the point M? Point coordinate of point M is 5 by 17 comma minus 14 by 17. Is this clear, students? Point M आ गया, right? Okay. So now let's say the coordinate of point Q is h comma k. So coordinate of the image of point P is h comma k, right? So now using midpoint for formula, what I will get? h plus 1 by 2 is nothing but x coordinate of M, which is 5 by 17. K plus 2 by 2 is nothing but y coordinate of point m, right? So what is this? H is nothing but 10 by 17 minus 1, which is minus 7 upon 17. What is Q? What is K? K is nothing but minus 28 upon 17 minus 2. So K कितना आ गया? Minus 34 and 28, 2, 6. So minus 62 upon 17. So this is K and this is H. So it implies image कितना आ गया? Which is Q point is minus 17 upon minus 7 upon 17 comma minus 62 upon 17. So this is your answer. This is your answer. Is this clear, students? Students, is this clear? The procedure is clear. If we don't want to apply the formula, then the procedure is clear or not? Tell me quickly in the chat box. Everyone, quickly let me know in the chat box. Is this clear? Right? Yes, very good, very good. Okay. So now, student, this is the using the without using the formula. So now if I want to use the formula, so then how we will get it? Okay. So now let's see. So alternate method. Alternate method. Okay. What is the line given? Line is x plus 4y plus 3 is equal to 0. X plus 4y plus 3 is equal to 0. And point is 1 comma 2. Point is 1 comma 2. Okay. Okay. So let's say the Q point is here. Okay. So you know that what is the formula? X minus x1 upon a is equal to y minus y1 upon b is equal to minus 2 times ax1 plus by1 plus c upon a square plus b square. Is this clear? This is the formula. Okay. So what is x1? What is x1, students? x1 is 1, y1 is 2. Right? x1 comma y1 is nothing but the coordinate of the point P whose image is required. And what is A? A is the coefficient of x, which is 1. What is B? Coefficient of y, which is 4. What is C? Constant term C, 3. So now apply this in the formula. So x minus 1 upon A is equal to y minus y1 upon B is equal to minus 2 times A into x1 plus B into y1 plus C upon A square plus B square. Clear? Okay, so how much we are getting? X minus 1 is equal to y minus 2 by 4 is equal to minus 2 upon what is this? 1 plus 8, which is 9. 1 plus 8, 9 plus 3, 12. 12 upon 17, which is minus 24 upon 17. Clear? Is this clear? So now if you compare these two, so this is these two. How much you are getting your x? X is nothing but minus 24 upon 17 plus 1, which is minus 7 upon 17. Clear? So now if you compare these two to get y, how much y you are getting? Y minus 2 is nothing but minus 96 upon 17. I just multiplied, cross multiply कर दिया मैंने. So now y कितना आ गया? Minus 96 upon 17 plus 2, which is minus 96 plus 34 upon 17, which is 2 minus 62 upon 17, right? Which is minus 62 upon 17. So it implies coordinate of Q is, what is x? Minus 7 upon 17. What is y? Minus 62 upon 17. Minus 62 upon 17, right? So this is the image required. Image. Clear? देखो दोनों procedure से we are getting the same answer. Yes or no? We use the two different method. First formula and the same formula use किया, and we just in the first part we just use our understanding of the line, that if the point if we want image, it means my point Q will be on the perpendicular line. Yes or no? From there we use the midpoint formula and get the point Q, right? And in the second part we just use the formula. So from both method we are able to see that we are getting the same answer. Clear, student? Let me know quickly in the chat box how many of you understand this. Let me know quickly in the chat box. Is there any doubt? Janvi, Davangari, Balari, Thumkur, Sweetie, everyone. Is there any doubt, students? All clear? Okay. So let's proceed further then. Okay. Let's proceed further. Chalo. So now next question, student. Next question is a ray of light is incident along the line 3x plus 4y plus 7 is equal to 0 and gets reflected by striking a mirror. Okay. If equation of normal at point of incident is 5x minus 12y plus 13 equal to 0, then find the equation of reflected ray. Okay. So let's say this is our mirror. Okay. This is our mirror. And our incident ray is along this line 3x plus 4y plus 7 is equal to 0. So this is our incident line, right? 3x plus 4y plus 7 is equal to 0. L, let's say L1. And gets reflected by striking the mirror. Reflect kar diya. Okay. Now, if the equation of normal at the point of incident, this is the point of incident, the equation of normal be given hai. So this is, let's say L2, which is 5x minus 12y plus 13 is equal to 0. Then find the reflected ray. So we have to find the reflected ray. Clear? So this is normal. This is incident ray. And what is this? This is reflected ray. So how we will do it? Can anybody tell me procedure? This is question is clear. The line is incident along this line, get reflected, and the normal at the point of incidence is this, and then find the equation of reflected. Can anybody tell me in the chat box how we will proceed with this question? Anyone? ये तो देखो जो हमने 9th-10th में फिजिक्स में पढ़ा था, इंसिडेंट रे वो सब आ गया है ना. Okay, so student, you know that angle of incident from your lower classes, right? 9th-10th में पढ़ा होगा, angle of incident is always equal to angle of reflection, right? So this is angle theta. So this is angle theta, right? Okay. So as you know, student, so what I'm doing is, let's say there is any point, let's say QP point x1, y1, which is lying on the normal. Okay. And I draw a perpendicular. I drop the perpendicular on incident ray and reflected ray. Okay. So like this. Okay. Like this. Clear? Is this clear? So let's call this P1 and let's call this P2. Is this clear, student? Is this clear? So first of all, tell me, reflected ray is passing through the point of intersection of L1 and L2. Is this clear? Right? So using the family of line, any line which is passing through the point of intersection of L1 and L2 can be assumed as L1 plus lambda times L2 equal to 0. First point. Okay. So it implies, let's call this reflected ray L. So reflected ray that can be assumed as L1 plus lambda L2 is equal to 0. Okay, so the line along the reflected ray can be assumed as L1 plus lambda L2 is equal to 0. Clear? Okay. So what is L1? So what is L now? L1, which is 3x plus 4y plus 7 plus lambda times, what is L2? 5x minus 12y plus 13 is equal to 0. Okay. So this we can assume. Clear? Let's call this equation 1. इसको थोड़ा तमीज से लिख लेते हैं. What is this? 3 plus 5 lambda into x plus 4 minus 12 lambda into y plus 7 plus 13 lambda is equal to 0. Okay. इसको मैं equation 2 बोल देता हूँ. Is this clear so far? Is this clear? चलो. So now student tell me. देखो, let's call this point A, B, and let's call this C. Okay. So if I tell you in this triangle A, B, P, and triangle A, C, P. Okay. These two triangles I'm talking about. So one thing that you note from these two triangle, this angle and this angle is equal. One angle is 90 degrees, so obviously this angle and this angle will be equal, right? So three angles are equal of the triangle. Three angles of the triangle are equal, and one side is also common, right? So easily you can say that my triangle ABP and triangle ACP is congruent. Yes or no? They both are congruent. Yes or no? Right? So it implies P1 will be equal to P2, right? Triangle ABP and triangle ACP are congruent. Three angles are equal और एक side भी common है, right? So it implies the whole side will be also equal. So P1 is equal to P2. Yes or no? Is this clear or not? This is the crux of the question. If you are able to understand this, then the question is already solved. Then P1 equal to P2 समझ में आया? Anyone have doubt in this? Okay, very good. So now if P1 equal to P2 है तो बस यही करना है अब क्वेश्चन, और कुछ नहीं बचा. P1 is equal to P2. What is P1? P1 is the length of perpendicular drawn from point P on line L1. So which is 3x1 plus 4y1 plus 7. So P1 is 3x1 plus 4y1 plus 7 upon under root of 3 square plus 4 square is equal to, what is P2? P2 is the length of perpendicular drawn from the point P on the reflected ray, and this is the reflected ray. Clear? तो इसमें डाल दो. What is you will get? 3x1 plus 4y1 plus 7 plus lambda times 5x1 minus 12y1, 5x1 minus 12y1 plus 13 plus 13 upon under root of coefficient of x का square. What is coefficient of x? 3 plus 5 lambda. 3 plus 5 lambda square plus coefficient of y square. What is coefficient of y? 4 minus 12 lambda. 4 minus 12 lambda square. Is this clear? Is this clear, students? Any doubt so far? देखो. Now the most interesting thing is that x1 comma y1 is lying on the line L2. So it means if I put my x1 comma y1 on line L2, I will get 0. So 5x1 minus 12y1 plus 13 will be 0. So 5x1 minus 12y1 plus 13 is equal to 0. Why? Because point P lying on normal. That's why it is 0. Right? Now what you are left with? 3x1 plus 4y1 plus 7 upon this is equal to 3x1 plus 4y1 plus 7 upon this. And again, if x1 comma y1 is some point on the normal, so on putting that point, it will be some value. So this and this are equal. So isko bhi cancel kar do. Right? So now what you are left with? Under root of 3 square plus 4 square. इसको थोड़ा और अच्छे से लिख लेते हैं फिर. Okay? Is this clear so far? So what you are left with? Under root of 25 is equal to under root of 3 plus 5 lambda का square plus 4 minus 12 lambda का whole square. Clear? So squaring on both sides, squaring on both sides. What you will get? 25 is nothing but 3 plus 5 lambda का square plus 4 minus 12 lambda whole square. Is this clear? So now open this. Open kar lo. What you will get? A square plus b square plus 2ab. 2ab which is 30 lambda plus again a square plus b square minus 2ab. 12 into 4, 48 into 2, 96. So minus 96 lambda. So what you are getting? 25 is equal to 25 lambda square plus 144 lambda square, 169 lambda square, 30 lambda minus 96 lambda minus 66 lambda plus 16 plus 9, 25. So 25 and 25 get cancelled out. So it implies 169 lambda square minus 66 lambda is equal to 0. So lambda into 169 lambda minus 66 is equal to 0. Either lambda is 0 or lambda 66 upon 169. Right? So now student, if lambda is 0, agar lambda 0 ho jayega, then my reflected ray will become L1 equal to 0. Right? L1 is equal to 0, but it cannot be possible. Yes or no? Why? Why it is not possible? Can anybody tell me why this lambda equal to 0 will get rejected? Can anybody tell me? Dekho, if lambda is equal to 0, focus here. If lambda is equal to 0, okay, so question is saying that my incident ray and the reflected ray is same, but it is not possible. Why? Because if it is possible, then the normal will also be lying on the same line, and clearly normal and my reflected ray has some angle between them because their slope is not equal. Yes or no? So that's why lambda is equal to 0 is rejected, not possible. So only value is this. So lambda is equal to 66 upon 169 is accepted. So it implies reflected ray is along line. Which line? L1 plus lambda. What is L1? 3x plus 4y plus 7. 3x plus 4y plus 7 plus lambda into L2. Which is L2? 5x minus 12y. 5x minus 12y plus 13 is equal to 0. This is the answer. Is this clear? Is this clear, students? Any doubt in this question? In this question, is there any doubt in this question? Quickly let me know. Is this clear that why I rejected the lambda is equal to 0? Because if lambda is 0, then it means my reflected ray and the incident ray both are on the same line. But clearly, if it is possible, then the normal has to be on the same line only. But we can easily see that normal and incident ray will have some angle. So it means reflected ray and incident ray will not be on the same line. They will be different. Okay. Very good, Janvi Tumkur. Very good. Okay. Right. So whenever you get this kind of question, so it is better to assume that your reflected ray is in the L1 plus lambda times L2 equal to 0, and then take a point on normal, drop the perpendicular on the incident and reflected ray, P1 is equal to P2, then you will easily able to solve this kind of question. Okay. I hope this is clear to you. Shall we proceed? Shall we proceed further, students? Okay. So let's proceed. Let's proceed now. Yeah. So now let's start with the topic angular bisector. Okay. What is angular bisector? You already know that the angular bisector is nothing but a line which is dividing my angle in the equal part, right? So let's say, and in mathematically we say that angular bisector is a locus of a point which is equidistant from given line, from two given line. Okay. Okay. What I mean to say is, let's say this is line L1. This is line L1, which is A1x plus B1y plus C1 is equal to 0. And this is line L2. A2x plus B2y plus C2 is equal to 0. Okay. They are making some angle in between. So angular, and see angle between the two line. How many angle bisector will exist? Can anybody tell me in the chat box? How many angle bisector will be there? देखो, one angle L1 and L2 के बीच का एक एंगल ये भी है and ये भी एक एंगल है. Yes or no? So one line will be along this so that it is dividing my this angle in the same part, and another line will be dividing this obtuse angle, right? Like this. Let's call this B1 bisector, and let's call this B2. Clear? So there will be two such bisector will exist, right? So this and this are equal. Clear? Clear? So now the equation of angle bisector is how you will get angle bisector. Take any point on the bisector. Let's say H comma K. We have to find the locus. If I am able to find the locus, then it means I am able to find the angular bisector. So angular bisector is nothing but the locus of a point which is at the equidistance from both lines. So P1, P2 will be 0. Sorry, P1 is equal to P2. So P1 is equal to P2 because this is the definition for the locus, which is the equidistance from the two given line, okay, and which is an angular bisector. Okay, as you can see, इसको प्रूफ भी कर सकते हैं, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है. देखो, if it is an angular bisector, so अभी the same thing we did in the reflected and incident ray वाले क्वेश्चन में, right? This angle equal, one perpendicular drop, it is equal, and this it means this angle and this angle will also be equal. So three angle of the triangle equal, then this line is common, so this hypotenuse is also common, so it means these two triangles are congruent, so each side will also be equal, so P1 will be equal to P2. Simple, right? प्रूफ कर सकते हैं, कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है, कर दिया ना प्रूफ, अभी ओरली प्रूफ कर दिया, इतना सिंपल है. हमें तो ये इस चीज पे फोकस रखना है दैट angular bisector is a locus of a point which is at a equidistance from two given lines. So this is the definition that you have to remember. Okay, chalo, what is P1? Point of the perpendicular distance of point, this point, let's say Q point on line L1, so which is A1H plus B1K plus C1 upon under root of A1 square plus B1 square, right? Is equal to, what is P2? What is P2? Point of the perpendicular drop from the point Q on the line L2, which is A2H plus B2K plus C2 upon under root of A2 square plus B2 square. That's it. So mod X is equal to mod Y. Mod X is equal to mod Y. It implies X is equal to plus minus Y, right? So similarly, what you will get? A1H plus B1K plus C1 upon under root of A1 square plus B1 square, which is equal to plus minus A2H plus B2K plus C2 upon under root of A2 square plus B2 square, right? यही locus है, यही locus है. So locus आ गया अब. So now after finding the locus, what we used to do? Replace H with X and K with Y. Simple. Replace H with X. Replace H with X, K with Y. So what is the answer? A1X. So now I'm writing with this color. Okay. So A1X plus B1Y plus C1 upon under root of A1 square plus B1 square is equal to plus minus A2X plus B2Y plus C2 upon under root of A1 square plus A2 square plus B2 square. So this is nothing but the equation of angle bisector, and clearly we are seeing two such angle bisector, plus or minus. Plus के साथ एक different angle bisector रहेगा, minus के साथ different, right? So it means there will be two such bisector exist, right? और वो हमने पहले देख ही लिया था, एक one bisector is of the acute angle and another bisector is of the obtuse angle. तो दो bisector तो आने थे ही, yes or no, right? So this is nothing but equation of angle bisector of line L1 and L2. Okay, so कैसे निकालेंगे? L1 line is given, L2 line is given. Equation of angle bisector is, first line को as it is लिख लो, A1X plus B1Y plus C1 upon under root of A1 square plus B1 square is equal to plus minus, again write the L2 as it is, A2X plus B2Y plus C2 upon under root of A2 square plus B2 square. Clear? Clear, students? Students, is this clear? Tell me quickly in the chat box. Is this clear? Quickly. So equation of angle bisector, is this clear? Angle bisector is nothing but the locus of a point which is at the equal distance from the two lines. That's it. Okay, चलो. So ये आपको directly याद करना है. Remember this, very important. Okay, हर बार proof मत करना. Proof easy है वैसे, but directly याद करो. L1 given, L2 given, you have to find the equation of angle bisector. First line upon under root of A1 square plus B1 square is equal to plus minus second line upon under root of A2 square plus B2 square. Simple. Okay, ऐसे ही निकालना है. चलो, तो अब तो कोई भी दो लाइन गिवन होगी, उनके बीच का एंगल बाइसेक्टर बता सकते हैं, राइट? राइट. Now the question arises that which bisector is acute angle bisector and obtuse angle bisector. Clearly, there will be two bisector. One is acute angle bisector, another one will be the obtuse angle bisector. Then how you will distinguish? So means if you take plus sign or minus sign, so one of the sign, let's say plus sign, may be corresponding to a acute angle bisector, and minus sign may be corresponding to a obtuse angle bisector. Or maybe the situation that positive sign, on taking the positive sign, I'm getting the obtuse angle bisector, and then on taking the negative sign, I'm getting the acute angle bisector. So there can be any of the cases, right? So how you will distinguish which of the cases there, which on taking which sign I'm getting the obtuse angle bisector, like this. So how you will distinguish? So there is a clear cut method that you should able to remember always. What is that method? So before that, there are 2 points that I want to make on the basis of angular bisector. After that, we will see the obtuse angle and acute angle bisector. So first point is angular bisector will be a pair of line passing through the point of intersection of L1 L2. ये देख चुके हैं, ये L1 है, ये L2 है. So the angular bisector तो इसी line से pass करेगा. This is L1, this is L2. So B1, B2. So angular bisector are passing through the point of intersection of L1, L2. So it means these angular bisector are angular bisector. You can easily able to write it in the terms of L1 plus lambda L2 equal to 0. Yes or no? और लिख भी रहे हैं ना, देखो L1 इसको यहाँ पे ले आओ, प्लस माइनस को लैम्डा मान लो, इज इक्वल टू L2. Yes or no? Right? So L1 plus minus lambda equal to 0. Are you able to see this? Right? So first point is, देखो क्या बोल रहा हूँ यहाँ पे, कंसंट्रेट करो. क्या था? a1x प्लस b1y प्लस c1 अपॉन अंडर रूट ऑफ a1 स्क्वायर प्लस b1 स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू प्लस माइनस a2x प्लस b2y प्लस c2 अपॉन अंडर रूट ऑफ a2 स्क्वायर प्लस b2 स्क्वायर. Okay, so from here what you will get, that a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to nothing but plus minus under root of a1 square plus b1 square upon a2 square plus b2 square into a2x plus b2y plus c2, right? So now let's assume कि इस पूरे को लैम्डा मान लो. Okay, there will be, these are constant, right? a1 b1 a2 b2, these all are constant. तो इसकी वैल्यू पुट करके कुछ constant आ रहा होगा, and plus minus doesn't matter, lambda मान लो, right? So this is nothing but L1 is equal to lambda L2, right? So इसको क्या लिख सकते हैं? L1 minus lambda L2 equal to 0. lambda तो अगेन कोई भी constant है, तो उसको प्लस lambda लिख लो, क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है? lambda तो पैरामीटर है ना, right? So L1 plus lambda L2 is equal to 0. So again it means, and this is the equation of angle bisector. So it means angle bisector will always passes through the point of intersection of L1 and L2. Clear? Is this clear? ये ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट नहीं था, बट यू शुड ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, अगर ट्रू फॉल्स सिचुएशन में क्वेश्चन आ जाता है तो यू शुड एबल टू आइडेंटिफाई दैट स्टेटमेंट इज ट्रू और ओके. चलो, सो नाउ द सेकंड पार्ट इज angle bisector are mutually perpendicular to each other. That is always important. This is very important, that angle bisector are perpendicular to each other. So let's prove this. Okay, proof is again very simple. Let's say this is L1, this is L2. Okay, so one of the angle bisector is along this line, right? This line. Okay, this angle bisector is, ये अगर एंगल बाइसेक्टर है तो दिस लाइन, दिस एंगल एंड दिस एंगल विल ऑलवेज बी इक्वल, तो थीटा एंड थीटा. अगेन नाउ this again one of the angle bisector is along this line, right? Obtuse angle bisector. Now this is the angular bisector of this angle, so it means this angle and this angle is equal, so alpha and alpha, let's say. Clear? So far clear? So far clear? Okay, if I ask you angle between B1 and B2, what is the angle between angular bisector, these two angular bisector? This angle alpha, this angle, right? What is this angle? Alpha plus beta. Clear? Which is alpha plus beta. Okay, so now tell me theta plus alpha प्लस अल्फा, ये कितना हो गया? थीटा प्लस अल्फा, ये तो 180 डिग्री हो गया, राइट? So it means 2 times theta plus alpha is 180 डिग्री. थीटा प्लस अल्फा कितना आ गया? 90, सॉरी अल्फा एंड थीटा, राइट? अल्फा एंड थीटा, बीटा तो कहीं यूज ही नहीं किया, अल्फा एंड थीटा. सो थीटा एंड प्लस अल्फा इज 90 डिग्री, राइट? थीटा एंड अल्फा कितना आ गया? 90 डिग्री. सो इट इंप्लाइज एंगल bisectors are perpendicular to each other. always किसी भी दो लाइन के एंगुलर बाइसेक्टर ऑलवेज एंड ऑलवेज परपेंडिकुलर होंगे, नो डाउट अबाउट इट. ओके, सो इसका मतलब ये एंगल कितना है? दिस एंगल इज 90 डिग्री. क्लियर? एनी डाउट स्टूडेंट्स, एनी डाउट इन दिस? This is very important point, that angular bisector between the lines is always perpendicular. Okay, chalo, if it is clear, so shall we proceed further? Shall I proceed? Students, is there any doubt regarding this? Tell me quickly in the chat box, is there any doubt, students? Okay, so let's proceed further. So now I'm saying how to find the acute angle bisector and obtuse angle bisector. Okay, very good. How to find obtuse angle bisector and acute angle bisector? First of all, what do you do? This is L1, this is L2, right? So equation of one angle, this is B1, B2. So equation of angular bisector, क्या होगी equation of angular bisector? Tell me quickly in the chat box. First line upon under root of a1x plus b1y plus c1 upon under root of a1 square plus b1 square is equal to plus minus a1x a2x plus b2y plus c2 upon under root of a2 square plus b2 square. Clear? So now how you will distinguish which sign I have to take for obtuse or acute angle bisector? So there is a clear cut formula for this. What is the formula? That first of all calculate a1 plus a2 plus b1 plus b2, sorry a1 a2 plus b1 b2. So what you will calculate? a1 a2 plus b1 b2. Okay, and if it is positive, तो आपने calculate किया a1 a2 plus b1 b2 and वो positive आ गया, let's say number 2 5 10 9 like this, so this is positive. So it means on taking the positive sign, you will get obtuse angle bisector. If you are getting the positive sign, then it means positive sign will be corresponding to obtuse angle bisector. Then obviously negative sign will give me the acute angle bisector. Clear? And if a1 a2 plus b1 b2 is negative, means a1 a2 plus b1 b2 is less than 0, then taking the negative sign will give you the obtuse angle bisector, and obviously then positive sign will give you the acute angle bisector. क्लियर? तो आप तो क्या करो, a1 a2 plus b1 b2 का साइन निकाल लो. ओके, जस्ट फाइंड द साइन ऑफ द a1 a2 plus b1 b2. इफ इट इज पॉजिटिव, तो whatever the sign of a1 a2 plus b1 b2, that with that sign you will get the equation of obtuse angle bisector. क्लियर? देखो a1 a2 plus b1 b2 पॉजिटिव था, so with positive sign I was getting obtuse angle bisector. If a1 a2 plus b1 b2 negative था, then with the negative sign I am getting the obtuse angle bisector. What does this mean? It means now plus or minus choose करना अब पता लग गया which sign I have to take, plus or minus. Clear? So how you will calculate obtuse angle bisector or acute angle bisector? First calculate a1 a2 plus b1 b2. So whatever the sign I am getting for the a1 a2 plus b1 b2, for the same sign I will get the obtuse angle bisector, and then the opposite sign will give me the acute angle bisector. Is this clear, student? Please note this. It is a very important property. Okay, it is very important. You should directly remember this. Okay, there is no need to prove that why it is opening, why it is not. It is not in our syllabus, and it is not for your understanding also. The question will never ask you why it is happening or prove this. Okay, question में कभी नहीं आएगा. Question just ask you that what is the obtuse angle bisector, what is the acute angle bisector. So you will be able to see this by calculating the a1 a2 plus b1 b2. If it is positive, positive sign will give me the obtuse angle bisector. If it is negative, negative sign will give me the obtuse angle bisector. Clear? Is this clear, students? Any doubts? Any doubt regarding this? Tell me quickly in the chat box. Is there any doubt? All clear? Okay, very good. If it is clear, so we will solve the couple of questions on this, but first let me just cover the theory part first. Okay. So similarly, there is one more thing that arises, that let's say if I ask you, student, if I ask you bisector of region containing a point, means L1 is there, L2 is there. Okay, so we will get two bisector. So this is one bisector, B1, and this is, sorry, this is B1 and this is B2, right? This is B2. Okay, B2. So let's say if I ask you, this is the point P, this is the point P. So clearly my bisector will divide my region in four parts. Yes or no? This is the, let's say, first region. This region is second region. This region is third region, and this region completely is fourth region, right? So the bisector will divide the region in four parts. Yes or no? So if I ask you, my point P, H, comma K is lying on this region, second region. So tell me which bisector is corresponding to that point. So means if my point P is lying on the second region, so which bisector is bisecting my second region? So that the question may ask. Okay. So then you have to find, first of all, the point P is lying on which region and corresponding to that. Then you have to find that for that reason, whether it is bisector 1 or bisector 2. Okay. Is this clear? The problem statement is clear, that bisector of region containing point. So if point P is lying on this part, let's say point P is lying on this part. So this part is corresponding to region 1, and region 1 has the bisector B1. So I will say bisector B1 is the required bisector. If the point P is lying on the fourth part, let's say point P is here, then fourth region is bisected by the B2. Yes or no? B2. So I will say B2 bisector is corresponding to this region. Is this clear? So how you will find this? That is the question. So it is very easy. It is very easy. देखो simple formula है. कैसे करो? First calculate L1P into L2P. What is L1P into L2P? L1P means put the point P in line L1. L2P means put the point P in line L2. L1P means same जैसे family of line में बोल रहा था ना, sorry, position of point में put point P in line L1. What is L2P? Put point P in line L2. Okay. So now calculate L1P into L2P. Clear? L1P into L2P. So now if it is positive, L1P into L2P is positive, then on taking the positive sign will give me the required bisector. And if L1P into L2P is negative, then taking the negative sign will give me the required bisector. Clear? Means let's say L1P, whatever the sign of L1P into L2P means, what is L1P? It is put the point in the line A1H plus B1K plus C1 into A2H plus B2K plus C2. This is L1P. If it is whatever the sign I will get, the same sign will give me the required bisector. Is this clear? Is this clear or not, student? Is this clear or not? Right? So how you will get the obtuse or acute angle bisector? First calculate A1 A2 plus B1 B2. Whatever the sign I'm getting from there, the same sign will give me the obtuse angle bisector. Right? If A1 A2 plus B1 B2 is positive, then positive sign will give me the obtuse angle bisector. If A1 A2 plus B1 B2 is negative, then negative sign will give me the obtuse angle bisector. And now if I have to find the equation of bisector of the region where point P is lying, so first calculate L1P into L2P. Whatever the sign I'm getting L1 from L1P into L2P, the same sign will give me the corresponding bisector of the required. Is this clear or not? Tell me quickly in the chat box. Everyone, is this clear or not? Is this clear? This is very important. Okay. कई बुक्स में दिखेगा कि make the coefficient of C positive and then this. No, we don't need those all things. Okay. This is very simple. कैसे करना है जो मैंने बता दिया बस उसको फॉलो करो, आंसर कभी गलत नहीं आएगा. Okay. You want the equation of bisector of the region where point P is lying. First calculate L1P into L2P. If L1P into L2P is positive, then the positive sign will give you the required bisector. If L1P into L2P is negative, then negative sign will give you the required bisector. Clear? Is this clear? Okay. If it is clear, students, shall we proceed further? Shall we proceed further? So now let's solve couple of questions on this. Okay. Now let's solve couple of questions. The first question is, let L1 is equal to this, L2 is equal to this line, then find the region in which point, find the bisector of the region in which point 1, 2 is lying. Again, कैसे करेंगे? What is, first calculate L1P into L2P, right? What is this? Put the point 1, 2 in the line L1. So 3 plus 4 into 2 minus 1. L2P is point, put the point P in the line L2. 1 minus 2 into 2 minus 7. This is what? 8 plus 3, 11 minus 10. 11 minus 1, 10. 1 minus 4 minus 3 minus 7 minus 10. Right? So it is clearly less than 0. Right? It is clearly less than 0. So it implies negative sign will give the required bisector of region. Clear? So now, first of all, now you have to calculate the equation of angle bisector, right? This is L1. 3x plus 4y minus 1 is equal to 0. This is L2. X minus 2y minus 7 is equal to 0. What is the equation of bisector? Equation of bisector. First line 3x plus 4y minus 1. 3x plus 4y minus 1 upon under root of 3 square plus 4 square is equal to plus minus. Second line x minus 2y minus 7. X minus 2y minus 7 upon under root of 1 square plus minus 2 square. Clear? So now we have already established that negative sign will give me the required bisector. So required bisector is कितना हो गया? 3x plus 4y minus 1 upon this is 5 is equal to minus time x minus 2y minus 7 upon under root 5. This is the answer. This is the answer. Clear? Is this clear? Everyone, tell me quickly in the chat box. This question is clear, right? First we calculated the L1P into L2P. Find the sign. Sign was coming negative, so it means negative sign will give me the required bisector of the region, right? So it means on finding, then we find the equation of bisector plus or minus. Which one I have to choose? That we already cleared that negative sign will give me the required bisector. So negative sign ले लिया, positive to reject कर दिया. Clear? Question is clear? Solution clear? Shall I proceed further, students? आगे चले? Okay. चलो. Next question. Next question is L1 is this, L2 is this. Then question is saying find the acute angle bisector. First of all, L1 को लिख लो. 3x plus 4y plus 1 is equal to 0. L2 को लिख लो. 4x plus 3y minus 9 is equal to 0. First of all, forget about the acute and obtuse angle bisector. First of all, bisector की equation लिख लेते हैं. Equation of bisector कितना आ गया? Tell me, what is the equation of bisector? First line 3x plus 4y plus 1 upon under root of 3 square plus 4 square is equal to plus minus second line 4x plus 3y minus 9 upon under root of 4 square plus 3 square. Clear? So now one of the sign will give me the obtuse angle bisector and another sign will give me the acute angle bisector. So which sign we have to take? That will depend on the A1, A2 plus B1, B2. Now, what is A1, A2 plus B1, B2 coming? Tell me. What is A1? 3. What is A2? 4. What is B1? 4. What is B2? 3. So 3 into 4 plus 3 into 4. So clearly positive है, right? So A1, A2 plus B1, B2 कितना आ रहा है? Positive. So it implies positive sign will give the जो साइन A1, A2 प्लस B1, B2 का आता है वो उसी साइन को लेने से obtuse angle bisector मिलता है. So positive sign will give the obtuse angle bisector. Clear? So it implies acute angle bisector की इक्वेशन क्या आ गई फिर? नेगेटिव साइन लेने पे 3x plus 4y plus 1 upon 5 is equal to minus time 4x plus 3y minus 9 upon 5. Clear? Is this clear? कितना आ गया फिर? 5 से 5 गया, 3x plus 4y plus 1, 3x plus 4y plus 1 is equal to minus 4x minus 3y minus 4x minus 3y plus 9. Okay, I think 1 second, just give me 1 second. Student, just give me 1 second. There is some mistake with the PPT. There's a not bad. Yeah, clear. Minus 9. Okay. Plus 9. तो बस कैलकुलेट कर लो कितना आ गया. 7x plus 7y is equal to 8. This is the answer. Clear? Is this clear? समझ में आ गया? आगे चले. Second part. Second part is saying that find the bisector of region in which 1, 1 do not lie. Do not lie बोला है, ठीक है ना? समझ लो इस बात को. मतलब कि we have to find the bisector of region where 1, 1 is not lying. Okay. So first of all, equation of bisector तो निकालते हैं. Equation of bisector. What is the equation of bisector? बार बार वही चीज कर रहे हैं. क्या कर रहे हैं? First line upon under root of a square plus b square is equal to plus minus second line x minus 2y minus 7 upon under root of 1 square plus 4 is 2 square. I think the question मैंने लाइन चेंज कर दिया. ओके, मैंने लाइन चेंज कर दी तो इसको डिफरेंट क्वेश्चन की तरह ट्रीट करना. ओके, मैंने लाइन चेंज कर दिया है, सो प्लीज ट्रीट इट एज अ डिफरेंट क्वेश्चन. ओके, सो आई थिंक एक काम करते हैं, क्योंकि सेकंड पार्ट है ना, आई वाज नॉट इंटेंस, मेरा इंटेंशन नहीं था लाइन चेंज करने का, तो लाइन को एज इट इज रखते हैं. लाइन क्या है? 3x plus 4y minus 1 is equal to 0. 3x plus 4y minus 1 is equal to 0. 3x plus 4y plus 1, तो इसको प्लस 1 कर लेता हूँ. एंड 4x plus 3y minus 9, L2 को मैंने क्या कर दिया? 4x plus 3y minus 9. 4x plus 3y minus 9 is equal to 0. ये L2 मैंने निकाल दिया. ठीक है, लाइन मैंने चेंज नहीं करी है, तो थोड़ी सिमेट्रिसिटी मेंटेन रहे, दैट्स व्हाई. ओके, चलो. सो equation of bisector solution. Let's start with the solution. Equation of bisector is equation of bisector 3x plus 4y plus 1 upon under root of 3x plus 4 square is equal to plus minus 4x plus 3y minus 9 upon under root of 3 square plus 4 square. Okay, so now one of the sign will give me the region where 1, 1 is lying. Another sign will give me the region where 1, 1 not lying. Simple. तो कैसे करेंगे? Let's call this point P. So calculate L1P into L2P. What is L1P? Put the point 1, 1 in the line. So 3 plus 4 plus 1. Put the point 1, 1 in the second line. That will give you the L2P. 4 plus 3 minus 9. So this is nothing but 8 and this is nothing but minus 2, which is clearly negative. So L1P into L2P is negative. It implies negative sign will give will give the bisector, will give the bisector which is lying in the region where 1, 1 present. Yes or no? So negative sign lene se I will get the equation of bisector of the region where 1, 1 is present. But question is clearly mentioned that we have to find the bisector of the region where 1, 1 is not present. So कौन सा sign लेंगे? If negative sign is giving me the bisector of the region where 1, 1 is present, so it means positive sign will give me the region of the bisector of the region where 1, 1 do not lie, right? So required sign for bisector of region where 1, 1 do not lie. कितना है? पॉजिटिव लाइन लेने पे आ जाएगा, राइट? सो इट इंप्लाइज रिक्वायर्ड बाइसेक्टर कितना आ गया? रिक्वायर्ड बाइसेक्टर इज 3x plus 4y plus 1, 3x plus 4y plus 1 upon 5 is equal to plus 4x plus 3y, 4x plus 3y minus 9 upon 5. 5 से 5 गया, कितना बच गया? x minus y minus 10 is equal. Is this clear, students? Students, is this clear? Tell me quickly in the chat box how many of you understand this question. Tell me. So we calculated L1p into L2p. So L1p into L2p was negative. So it means negative sign will give me the bisector of the region where 1, 1 is lying. But question is asking where 1, 1 do not lie. So positive sign दे देगा. Yes or no? Is this clear? Any doubt, students? Tell me quickly in the chat box. Is there any doubt? All clear? Okay. So shall I move further? आगे चले? चल. So the next part. Find whether origin lying in the acute angle bisector or not. Okay. So from the first part, student, from the first part, it was clear. First part ने क्या बोला था? Acute angle bisector was coming on taking the negative sign, right? From the first part, acute angle bisector was coming on the taking the negative sign, right? So from part 1, acute angle bisector is corresponding to negative sign. Yes or no? So just now I have to check. Now what is this? L1 is there. It is L1. It is L2. What is L1? 3x plus 4y plus 1. 3x plus 4y plus 1 is equal to 0. What is L2? 4x plus 3y minus 9 is equal to 0. 4x plus 3y minus 9. 4x plus 3y minus 9. Okay. चलो ये भी समझ में आ गया. Clear? So now student, if I ask you find the equation of bisector where origin is lying, तो कैसे निकालोगे? First check. कैसे चेक करोगे? L1 0 into L2 0 कितना आ गया? Put the point origin को put करो in the line L1. What you will get? 1. Put the origin in the line L2, you will get minus 9, which is giving you minus 9. So it implies negative sign will give bisector of region where origin is lying. Yes or no? Tell me. So it implies on taking positive sign on taking. Okay. So okay हो गया ना सॉल्व? फिर तो सॉल्व हो ही गया, इसको लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. क्वेश्चन ने पूछा कि फाइंड द वेदर ओरिजिन इज लाइंग इन द एक्यूट एंगल बाइसेक्टर और नॉट. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैंने तो बाइसेक्टर निकाल लिया वेयर द ओरिजिन इज लाइंग. सो इट इज गिविंग बाय नेगेटिव साइन. So if I take the bisector with the negative sign, right, with the negative sign. So it will give me the bisector where origin is lying. And from the first part also we saw that negative sign is giving me the acute angle bisector, right? So negative sign is corresponding to the bisector which is lying on the where the origin is lying. And from the first part, negative sign is also corresponding to the bisector, also corresponding to the acute angle bisector. Clear? So let's call this 1 and let's call this 2. So from statement 1 and 2, so from statement 1 and 2, acute angle bisector, acute angle bisector is lying, is bisecting the region where origin is lying. Is this clear, student? So answer क्या आ गया? Yes. Yes. Bisector or not, whether origin lying or not, तो yes तो लिखना ही नहीं था, हाँ, whether yes or not. Is this clear? क्वेश्चन समझ में आया? सॉल्यूशन? एनी डाउट? क्वेश्चन ने बोला कि फाइंड द, एक बार और मैं रिपीट कर देता हूँ. देखो, क्वेश्चन इज आस्किंग वेदर द ओरिजिन इज लाइंग इन द एक्यूट एंगल बाइसेक्टर और नॉट. ठीक है, तो ऐसा कुछ हो रहा होगा सिचुएशन. लेट्स से दिस इज द एक्यूट एंगल, लेट्स से दिस इज द एक्यूट एंगल बाइसेक्टर. ओके, दिस इज द एक्यूट एंगल बाइसेक्टर एंड ओरिजिन भी यहीं कहीं आ रहा होगा, ओरिजिन भी यहाँ पे कहीं आ रहा होगा. एंड दिस इज एक्यूट एंगल बाइसेक्टर. तो क्लियरली acute angle bisector is bisecting the region where origin is lying. तो कैसे चेक किया? From the first part, सबसे पहले हमने first part से तो ये देख लिया था that acute angle bisector is corresponding to the negative sign. Okay, so now I just have to check whether which sign will give me the bisector of the region where origin is lying. So L1p into L2p निकाला, which is negative. It means negative sign will give me the bisector of region where origin is lying. And from the first part, negative sign is also giving me the bisector of acute angle. So it means yes, acute angle bisector line is bisecting the region where origin is lying. Is this clear or not? Tell me quickly in the chat box. This question is clear. Is this clear, students? Tell me quickly in the chat box. How many of you understand this? How many of you understand this? Very good. Very good. Very good. So I hope today's yes. Okay, very good, student. Very good. So that's it for today, students. Okay, that's it for today. So in tomorrow's class, we are going to start with the parametric form of equation of the line. So that's the very small segment. काफी जल्दी हो जाएगा, 20-25 मिनट में वो हो जाएगा. Then after that, I'm planning to start the pair of straight lines. Okay, pair of straight line, combined equation of the pair of straight line. We will start from the next class. Okay. Thank you everyone. Take care. And student, before going, okay, before going, I'm just note down this homework problem and I'm launching a 1 second. Yeah, that's all. That's all. Okay. Yeah. Thank you everyone. Take care. Just note down the homework problem and we will meet in the next class. Okay. Bye everyone. Take care. Okay. If you have any doubt, you can ask me now. Okay. We have some 2 or 3 minutes. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Is there any doubt, students? Okay, sir. Yeah. So these 4 questions you have to do it. Okay, these 4 questions. काफी small है. अगर आज की class clear है, then these questions are very easy for you to do. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you everyone. Thank you. So take care. Bye bye everyone. Take care. We'll meet in the next class. Okay. Chalo. Bye everyone.